So, all right. Sorry for the delay, guys. So finally, I'm here. Hey, Hiten, thanks a lot for the host, and Zayed, welcome, man. Welcome to AOE India. Thanks for the follow. I hope everyone can hear me. Oh yes, yeah, Blue Wolf. Yeah, you're gonna hear me again and again for the next uh, few hours. So yeah. Oh yes, I know you. Yeah, I love everyone's voice. You need to let us. Oh no, for 2v2 there are no like it 2v2 it's random players from the team. It can be anyone. It's only for 1v1s, right? But oh shit, it's 1v1 today. Oh yeah, I will take Sharon quickly. Sorry, I was still thinking that it's 2v2 today. My bad. Yeah, oh, I did text him. I did text Sharon on WhatsApp. Yeah, I texted you, Sharon. Please check your WhatsApp and all the details has been passed on to you. So he's gonna play on what sort of map? So yeah, let me go and find my co-caster for today. I hope he is online somewhere. Hopefully, because I sort of like delayed for a few minutes, actually 15 minutes. Stop it! That's just some crickets making some stupid noises. So, let me go and join the voice channel and just give me a couple of minutes, guys. Today it's been really tight schedule. I'm sorry for all the delay. So those who are joining, those who join through Hitane's stream, welcome guys. And if you don't know about SDC, it's basically a skill development cup uh, organized within the community so that we can just motivate, like to have more teams within the community and increase the competitiveness, and also sort of give them mentors, coaches who can help the teams to develop capabilities or maybe skills and go participate in the biggest tournaments and also participate in the community events and stuff like that. So the event has been really good so far. I can say a lot of teams has developed a lot, and they are in a position right now. Most of the time, these guys are just playing friendly games within the teams, or maybe participating in daily community games on Discord. A lot of players play till 3 or 4 a.m. IST, and after that, like few players from USA, they join and then they start playing again. So it's basically the community is not sleeping. um, so yeah, skill. You're right, Cyanide. When it comes to skill development, yeah, it's just basically developing each and everything, right? From casters to players, and also to the admins who are organizing the events. So everyone's is like sort of new, and everyone is like sort of trying to develop their skills in the area that they want to. Like yeah, we found out like 3 to 4 new casters, and we have been giving them chances to cast the games, and they're doing really a pretty good job at it. And Also, we have a daily sort of schedule which is not happening very well, but yeah, soon we will try to fix that as well. Um, yeah, let's get back to the game. I'm just waiting for co-caster Nitro. It's gonna be Nitro, guys. All hype for the Nitro. And also, I'm really happy to say that all of you guys are sort of promoting the channel by boosting the server with all the nitros. We have 4 boosts so far, which is really good, and none of the small communities. Uh, I think they know, but they don't have anyone supporting that sort of boosters. And thanks to our community, Babuji started it off, boosting the server, and then we have Doomster, we have Nitro, and we also have Stealth Potato right now, who is boosting the server. So we are at 4 boosters now. So the more boosters, the better uh, in Discord streaming quality. Whenever you guys are playing, I have seen that a lot of you guys love to stream and then showcase to your team, or maybe play and then get some sort of feedback from the team. So the more boosters that we have, the better quality we will get when it comes to video streaming on Discord, and also the better voice clarity. Yeah, it's all going so good. Master plan. Pro co-caster here. Yeah, I'm still waiting for Nitro. I don't know where he is. I'm waiting. I'm still waiting for Nitro. Hey Nitro, can you hear me?
Hello.
Oh, finally, there you go. Our procaster is here.
Sorry, guys.
None other than Mr. Nitro, the booster. So Nitro, you ready?
uh, yes,
So
almost.
before that, we have to go through the maps and stuff, which I will announce in a second. So just give me a second, guys. Let me find out that. Blah 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 blah. Where did that go? Okay, so have the draft. So home maps for Team Haven, not Chakutra, but Budapest, Metropolis. And for Master Plan, they pick Highlands, Shipwreck, and Water Nomad. These are basically the home maps for both the teams. And let's have a quick look at the map draft and see what they're gonna go for. So, what do you think of the maps, Nitro?
Most of these maps are like really aggressive, so I'm just so hyped that to see how these teams perform.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like their elos is like kind of low, so adapting is not the thing they do very often. So let's see what it does.
I see, but I mean, yeah, these maps are pretty aggressive ones, like you said. But at the same
Hmm.
time, so what do you think of the strategies for, let's say, not so good for Budapest Metropolis? So that's basically Haven's home map, and Highlands, a Shipwreck, and Water Nomad for Master Plan.
So Highland is like you can just wall off the chalk points and just boom behind it, or you can just like take water control and just boom behind it, and just like don't let your opponent land on your side.
Mm-hmm.
That was the thing like that yesterday. IG had the water control but couldn't stop opponent from landing. That's why they lost their game
Yeah,
on
that is
Highland.
true. But yeah, Highlands. So sorry. That Highlands. IG had the control, but they sort of like threw it out by
Hmm.
not having that patrol on the water with the fire galleys or galleys, whatever they had. If they would have maintained that sort of situation where they won't give like any chance for the opponents to land in their bases, they could have given a tough fight for team FTN. But yeah,
Hmm.
like you said, yeah, that would be really nice to see. Especially placing some sort of what do you call them? The butter booms ships in the middle, uh, where people can cross and get some like good
and
shots.
and there's a completely like a map that just shows us the booms in that water nomad. Like
Hmm.
you can just send your demolition ships to opponents TC. That's how that map is.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm
that's
kind of
one other
hyped
crazy
that if
map,
we
right?
see water nomad today.
Yeah, true. But yeah, other than that, let me answer that Blue Wolf's question quickly. Hey, Blue Wolf, you need to associate, and you can see all the teams, all the players on Discord. So I think I have sent you a message how to associate to all of our old players. If you haven't received it, I'm really sorry. It's been really lot of work recently, and if I did not send you the message, I'm sorry about that. So, if you're ready, we can go and have a look at the Civ draft.
Hmm.
So, yeah, let's go and see what these guys are gonna go for.
Where have you sent the link to
Oh,
the
to
draft?
you.
Yeah.
You are sort of admin, right? You are supposed to have all the links.
Yeah.
Just a second, I'm
But
gonna give
I
you.
need to find it as well, na?
No, you are supposed to keep. Uh,
Okay, okay. I apologize, man.
no, just kidding. But anyway, I've sent you the link on Discord. So the first ban immediately goes for Master Plan bans Burmese immediately. Wow, that's interesting. But anyway, planning banning Burmese, I think it's a waste of the ban. There are a lot of other saves that you can ban in the beginning, but why Burmese? So
Hmm.
that's something that I don't understand. Maybe they're not comfortable playing versus Harumbai. I don't know. Could be.
Mm-hmm. Burmese are like kind of two trick pony. Like they just can do only two things. Either they can go just Arambai or they can go cavalry. They have not other option beside it. I
Ah,
mean,
I
their
see.
infantry is really strong, but infantry doesn't come in play like in team games.
I see. And Haven immediately going for Incas and Gods. But on like Incas and Gods at least like sort of makes some sort of sense here. Because Incas you can go like Nubru Rush on two players
Mm-hmm.
if you have like enough villagers collecting uh, like resources and split your forward villages one to flank and one to pocket. So that sort of works.
Mm-hmm.
Even gods like that infantry rush in the beginning, militia rush sort of works out. So those two bands like yeah fine on open maps, but Indians is okay, but Burmese is something that I don't understand.
I mean, gods and Incas are like uh, sort of aggressive saves. You can go aggressive so early because gods have that cheaper infantry
Hmm.
and Incas has that cheaper towers.
Yeah, say
So
gods and
like
Incas make sense, but why
yeah,
Burmese though?
looking on the maps, it kind of makes sense. Yeah.
So Burmese, they sort of like have to be in really good position to go like and drop those three or four castles and get the not three or four like at least two castles and get the Rambai number up and start harassing your opponent's town centers and stuff.
But I'm kind of confused that like if you are getting first two picks to pick saves,
Hmm.
why ban two of the like most aggressive saves when you can just pick them?
I mean that goes for Team Haven, right? So they will get to pick the two civilizations first.
Yeah, like they banned gods and incas. They could have picked that and like used them on maps because maps are very aggressive and some of the maps aren't even like wallable. So that
Yep,
gods infantry spam could be like really dangerous.
that is true. Yeah, like them banning those, maybe they just don't want to play those saves.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they have no idea how to play those two saves.
Mm-hmm.
and also they don't want to encounter those two saves. That could be the reason, but yeah, I don't know. It's the team's decision, and let's see what else. Okay, Britons, Persians, Chinese, Ethiopians, Teutons, and Malay so far for Haven. Pretty nice picks. At the same time, even for Masterplan, Franks, Mayans, Vikings, Vietnamese, Japanese, Huns. Pretty solid saves, I have to say. Like which can
Mm-hmm.
counter, like Britons can be countered by Mayans, and also Vikings, and Chinese can also counter Vikings. But not, yeah, even in late game, yes, they can. Vietnamese is pretty strong in any sort of like map.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, do you have anything to comment on the save picks so far?
It look basic to me, like generic draft.
Hmm.
Not much to point out.
And Saracens, okay. So here, from the civilization pick, I would say three civs picked by Haven are sort of hybrid. They can play on any sort of map. So
Mm-hmm.
Persians is like one of those top tier civs which can play on any map.
Yep.
Saracens, yes. Teutons with the latest update on those knights and other things, yes. Britons too. But here
Mm-hmm.
for Masterplan, uh, I can only see. mm I see Franks is not like completely
Japan,
hybrid. Japanese is hybrid.
Japanese is there.
Mayans is hybrid because of their extra resources and stuff. Um, Other than those two, Japanese and Mayans, do you think any other saves has a potential to be hybrid here? Because most of the maps are completely open.
Mm,
Like even if you think of Nomad, they have pretty good saves. I mean, Haven have picked good saves for Nomad, for example, like Chinese, Persians. They can even go Khmer.
they can
Uh,
go Malay as
they
well.
can go Malay. They can even go Byzantines if they want to.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
Byzantines are great on hybrid maps as well because
yeah,
like they get that strongest fire ships in the game and they can
exactly.
just
Yep.
easily control the early game when
Especially when water is involved along with the
yeah, yeah.
land, and the possibility
Hmm.
to go full land and water at the same time, then you should like sort of prefer for the hybrid civilizations.
And in early water battles, like those fire ships do give them edge over other saves as well.
Exactly, yep. And yeah, master plan got Portuguese at least for those water maps. But Tatars, it's debatable. But again, if we can get to that late game, yes, they are pretty OP. Kells is also sort of fine,
Hmm.
uh, especially on Arabia, and also even on Shipwreck, they are sort of fine. Uh,
Cals are like really good, but you need someone good to like play them as well because there
mhm.
are a lot of tech switches in that
Yep.
because you can't stick with just one unit.
Hmm. But ultimately, the plan should be uh, to get to that late game and then use that kill bonus completely, siege, halves, everything, right?
Wards are amazing as
Yeah,
well. Like
and
you can
Koreans
just
is
raid.
yeah, Koreans is I think out of the bottom like 3 or 4 civilizations, I think Koreans would fit in almost all the maps that we have here in STC semifinals.
Hmm. Koreans are really good. Like
Mhm.
they can tower, they can go water, they
Yep.
can play land.
And Slavs is good too. Yeah, finally, both the teams are sort of compensating maps. But I mean, when it comes to save choices, I like Haven saves. What do you think of that? Do you prefer those saves playing with, or do you
Like
prefer playing was yeah? Please go
Like
ahead.
seeing the maps, heaven have like got mm, like a good number of hybrid saves. Those can play on both land and water. So I'll prefer heaven's draft over
Yeah,
other
and
teams.
Turks. Seriously, oh god.
Turks, don't judge them, man. They
No,
have
no, no. I mean,
they
like I'm
have best
talking about.
trashed.
I'm just talking about like one-on-one Civ picks here. Turks is the last pick Civ, but there are other Civs which are much better than Turks.
Don't underestimate their late game
No,
trash,
I'm
man.
not. Oh, late game trash is just Hussar. Let's be honest and talk. Okay, let's talk about Turks. Without gold, what can you do in late game?
Imperial Spearman and Imperial skirmishers are really good.
What? Turks?
Are sarcasm, man.
Yeah. Uh, all right. Okay, these are the saves picked by the teams. Um, what? Okay, we can do that. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, it's really yeah. I mean, like Civ wise, I think Haven has the edge here. If all we have to see right now is how they're gonna implement these civilizations in game and where they're gonna
Hmm.
use those civs. Again, like having civs is not the best thing, right? Like how you implement
Yeah,
them, where you use them.
yeah. Execution is required.
Execution is the best part. Yeah, okay, that's the final thing. So yeah, let me know when you are ready, and we can sort of already get into the game.
Okay, I have paused up to 7 seconds.
You paused at 7 seconds. All right. So yeah, we are gonna get into the game in a second, guys. So the first game is gonna be Arabia, which is admin map. Let's see what saves they're
Hmm.
gonna go for and what they're gonna play with. So all right, in game and at 10 seconds. Let's go.
Count up to three, man.
1, 2, 3. Let's go. So yeah, so we have Cyanide here playing as Mayans, and I don't know if he's pocket or flank. Let me quickly check that. Okay, as flank, he's playing as Mayans, and to his pocket we have Sartala playing in green as Franks, and the bottom flank we have Babuji playing as Vietnamese. So Vietnamese, Franks, and Mayans for Mastaplan. Let's see what the other team has.
So in the red we have Rao the Ruthless playing as Ethiopians, and his pocket is yellow. Uh, Trun Raider is playing as Lithuanians. Man, I can't.
Yeah, me
What's this
neither.
that
Hey, don't
name?
worry, don't worry. Don't worry.
Man, you need to think about us when you like keep those names. We
Okay.
struggle to pronounce them, man.
Yeah, yeah, I get it.
And the other flank for Team Heaven is Morpheus playing in purple or pink as Britons.
So yeah, first game seems like they went with the strongest picks. So we have here Vietnamese for Babuji, extra HP on those archers, and Ethiopians, faster firing archers, and pocket we have Lithuanians, who can get extra attack on those knights and scouts, everything, all the mounted units if they get to relics. And to opposite of that we have Franks. Basically they just get extra lead lines right from feudal itself, which is pretty sick. And for cyanide we have
And Babuji has already flared the locations for his team.
yeah, that's the extra advantage of having
Yeah,
Vietnamese,
it's
right?
like it was 10 seconds in the game and he already flared those.
Yep, seems like they paused the game somewhere in the middle. Just to, yeah. Anyway, so on the other side we have Mayans and Britons. So yeah, I mean, pretty amazing matchup, at least in game one. So seems like they decided to go and use the best saves that they have picked, both the teams.
I mean, civs are like all these civs are S tier in team games.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
like you have Vietnamese that's archer anti-archer civ.
mm-hmm.
Like they are archers, but they also counter other archer civs.
Yep, true.
You have Franks that have like extra HP knights and scouts.
Mm-hmm.
You have Mayans with the cheaper archers.
Mm-hmm.
So you have Britons with extra range and faster working ranges. So you
Mm-hmm.
can just mass easily.
Yep,
And Lithuanians with those extra food in the start helps them get to feudal faster than the other saves and
true.
get the scouts out
Mm-hmm.
before anyone before like opponent pocket does.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they have that relic bonus as well. Like they can just
Mm-hmm.
if they collect two relics, they are easily strongest paladins in the game
Yep, and also they can easily
after Teutons.
counter
Yeah,
camels with just that extra attack that they get.
and
Oh, Rav lost a villager
oh man,
getting a boar. I just saw that. I was just checking all
feels
the town
bad,
centers and he
man.
got wrecked to the boar.
And he
Oh,
had another villager low on his berries as well. He's like 4 HP
oh
villager.
damn, yes, yeah, that's not looking great for Team Haven already. Losing one villager in Dark Age. So, if your Dark Age is pretty good, the rest of the game it just yeah flows.
Yeah.
And I can see like Sarthala is trying to push the deer ostriches, which is actually good to see, especially at this elo level. Like most of the people, they don't try it, especially during their early development sort of stages.
Hmm.
But I mean, this sort of like makes you get used to like all the f- like sort of like extra food and use the food and get to like more scout members, get to feudal, even like if you get to acquire that lowering skill, even if you get lamed one or two sheep, even a boar, you can always use those
Hmm.
skills to bounce back into the game.
And you should like push deers because your opponent is Lithuanians and he start with
Yeah,
extra food. So
it's not
just
just
to
because of the
compensate,
Lithuanians, right?
yeah, like it's necessary if you see Lithuanians.
Yeah. If you can acquire that skill, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's like really APM dependent, and you need to manage your macro like
Hmm.
eco as well. So usually like lower elos just
And
don't
also,
try it.
if you look at the Ton rider, he is what do you call, like he has too many villages on
Wood, yeah.
wood. That's like too early, especially for Lithuanians. He's also trying to push the ostrich, which is good. Extra food is always helpful,
He's
but
going FC.
what? That's gonna be a disaster if he goes for
Like
FC. It'll be an absolute disaster.
when you pick Lithuanians, why go FC, man? You have extra food, just
Yeah.
use that.
And Cyanide
Oh
is
my
already
god.
here at Morpheus base with three militia just waiting to get the final upgrade, men at arms.
Hmm.
And the timings are also like sort of fine. So that's actually will force Morpheus not to wall up his space, which will leave him completely open, which will give a chance for Sartala to get his scouts, and they can easily get like one or two kills here, especially if Cyanide decides to run back. He's
Oh,
lost his scout and he's gonna lose one man at arm.
Cyanide Pro Micro, man.
The splits
Really
are
good.
good,
Oh,
but
splits. Oh, splits.
yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my
But yeah,
god.
slightly over micro there. So you split and then you run parallel. You don't
Yeah.
like bring that split formation to
Splitting
normal.
into
Yeah.
yeah,
And there
splitting
you go.
into TC. Let's
Mm.
go.
So end of those Menatams. That was quick Menatam rush. So those could have survived. He could have gone to berries. He could have gone to wood choppers and you don't have to
Hmm.
kill wills. All you have to do is make sure that they don't wall, cause some idle time, buy enough time. That's it. But Sir
What is
Tala,
this walling by red? Oh my god.
I like that. Yeah, let's not laugh at the volume, man. Like you and I used to do some other, like, big ass pro walls when you started, when I started. So I think you still do it. I still do it sometimes. So
Nah, I don't even wall, man.
you don't even. Oh, yeah, no wonder why you still get wrecked many times.
Okay, let's not talk about it.
No, just kidding. But yeah, yeah, those men-at-arms should have stayed alive for a longer time. He could have denied both wood, gold, berries, even that forward archer range and walls. So yeah, that's sort of small misplay, but good execution there, at least by Morpheus from Team Haven. Sort of defended that early push, and now he has already archers moving forward towards Cyanide's base. Though
Hmm.
Cyanide has a lot of army inside those ranges, and Morpheus just looked at the ranges and he's running back. Again, a good move by him. Let's see what Babuji. Okay, Babuji and Sartala are gonna double up Rao, the Ruthless. Looks like, yeah, that's gonna be the play here. Cyanide is just gonna wall up his
I
base
mean,
and
looking at Rao's walling, everything, every eco department is rangeable.
he left the, oh damn, seriously, he got the gate open, but Tala did not go in. They're just
Yeah,
four
they
archers.
don't need to go in, by the way. Like, everything is rangeable.
Everything is rangeable, yeah, that's also true. But getting inside is like more creating more panic than uh,
I
using
think
the
if
range.
they run in, they'll just lose scouts to TC, depending on
Yeah,
Cyanide
if you don't
micro
micro,
seen
yes.
earlier.
So a lot of archers here in the ranges, and he's getting padded armor. I hope. Let me have a quick look. Okay, I can't see if he has fletching or not cyanide. But yeah, he has a lot of army here. Okay, he has both armor and also fletching. So yeah, this stop here, this push from Morpheus is gonna uh,
And yeah.
end. Yeah, it's gonna end. He doesn't have armor. He has fletching, but not enough numbers there to counter Cyanide's army.
So, like, who do you prefer? Britain's faster ranges or Mayans cheaper archers? Like,
I would
both.
like other than like Britons, if you can get to that mass and get to the next stage, I prefer Britons because of the range. Because you can
Mhm.
always snipe and run back if you can micro it. But the problem here is he doesn't have enough numbers, he doesn't have enough upgrades, and he just cannot compete with Mayan production because of their cheaper everything and also extra resources, longer lasting resources to be more precise.
And look at the stables from yellow.
He reached castle, but what is he gonna do? It's just
He has
one
two
night.
stables. Look at the edge of the map he walled up to.
What? Oh
And there's
god.
a hole as well.
Oh my god. No! Front Raider, this is not how it's supposed to be. But yeah, anyway, let's
He
see what
just realized
Babaji.
and he's sending a villager in
Yo,
to
man.
wall that up, I think.
And Cyanide is actually putting a lot of pressure on Morpheus. He's not just letting him out of his base. The back home, he's still booming happily. He has enough number of villagers and everything.
Hmm.
Morpheus still the same. Morpheus needs that armor, or else he just cannot compete with Archer's one-on-one fight. Seems like both the players are trying to over micro here, but that's not needed.
Morpheus is behind by 10 villages
Oh
actually
god.
to Cyanide.
And Cyanide is just gonna lose all the army here if he doesn't micro or pay attention to this. Because when there are military buildings, you just cannot patrol. You
I
have to
think he's
focus.
gonna clean Pink's army, I think,
Oh,
if he micros
yeah,
correctly. I mean, he has more numbers now.
Cyanide made a good decision by moving back here, but on the other side, Babaji is gonna get wrecked to Rao here, Rao the Ruthless. So look at the amount of military that he has. Like He has couple of skirms mixed into archer composition, which is always strong, and he also has fletching. And seems like Babuji has a hole somewhere. So Babuji has army, but he is complete. That army is completely misplaced. It's out of position.
Babuji plugged the hole, but there was like kind of misplay from Rand. He shouldn't
Yeah,
have targeted villages from there. He should have like went to the
through the
position
hole. Yeah, with the
he is now, like, and just get 2 or 3 villages
yeah.
instead
But
of
right
just
now,
one.
Babuji's army it came back to the position where he can actually defend. All he has to do is like patch up the holes and get back to the gold.
He doesn't
By
even have to micro like.
Yeah, and like the whole team from Mastaplan has clicked up to Castle Age, except for one guy from Team Haven, who is Rav the Ruthless.
Yeah, Raudal also, yeah.
So he's sort of like falling behind. Maybe he might have noticed the score change from Babuji, and he might know that he is.
I mean, he saw that opponent pocket is
Mhm.
in castle, so it should
And
be
the
like a
trade, oh man, this is gonna be pretty bad for Cyanide. Pretty good team coordination by Tun Raider and Morpheus. Morpheus somehow he reached Castle
castle.
faster than Cyanide. That's a
I
disaster.
mean, he is like
And Cyanide releasing the
10
army
villages
outside
behind.
before. Oh god, this is just like sacrificing his army. He should have garrisoned everything. At least like the new army, it should be inside the ranges. It should not be coming out until he reaches castle and get all the upgrades.
Or he should have just deleted a house and took his military inside and
Yeah,
just
and then
revolved.
rebuild the house. Yeah, that should. But the military was close. But sacrificing that early military is fine, but not the newborn ones.
And especially when you're about to reach castle and you have enough mass,
Hmm.
and just losing it then is like really bad.
Yeah, now it all goes to Sertala. He's on three TCs, two town centers placed in a weird location. Uh, yeah, so TCs are always like one TC should have been on the main gold, protecting the wood line and also gold. A TC at the bottom, I don't think so. That's a really good TC for Sertala. He can just mine that gold, but that's not a TC spot. Either he could have gone for the second TC on the gold and the third TC on the main gold and the wood line. But Babuji is here inside Rao's base, and also Sartala's knights are here. +2 armor and +1 attack. And Cyanide,
Hmm.
yeah, somehow he's gonna like replenish his army.
Oh my god, Raul's gonna lose so
Rao is
much.
gonna. Oh, Rao is getting wrecked here. I don't know where his military is, but at the same time, Sartala's military is also getting wrecked. Babuji doesn't
He
have
had
enough.
military, but he wasn't castle age, so they just got wrecked to
This is
crossbows.
complete miscommunication here from Team Mastaplan. So Babuji should have called those knights, okay, which he has done, I think. And Rav the Ruthless right now is facing all the wrath from Mastaplan.
And there's not enough production from Sartala. Like he's just idling his stables, and he's just
Hmm.
like
Oh,
letting his knights chill over his stables. He
yep.
should have sent them forward, like
And Babuji
should
running
have.
to the town center and losing all the crossbows. Oh my god.
And Babuji is also losing his
Military.
reinforcements, so his
Mm.
knights. Yes.
Yeah, there are knights cutting down the reinforcements, but Sarthala, I think you should just focus on more. Okay, if the plan is to like boom and get to those cavalier, then it's fine. But if you're not providing enough support to the archers, crossbows, crossbows are gonna get wrecked.
Hmm.
And also the crossbows are not in enough numbers to deal with these many knights. All Rao has to do is delete couple of palisade walls here, and Trun Raider, he just has to patrol into those crossbows. So the will counts, Cyanide at 53, Sarthala at 65, Babuji at 44, Rao at 24 wills is just basically staying like in feudal.
I think he's dead now.
Yeah, he is dead. And Trun Raider
He
at
need at least like
51.
5 minutes to get back into
Yeah.
the game.
And now Babaji losing his army again. So look at the military numbers.
I mean,
Cyanide.
he did great with that military. Like he can just make new one now.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Frank Knights are gonna come on top here. They have extra attack here. Sorry, extra armor. They're gonna survive. Not extra armor. They have
I mean,
one
they are
extra.
like 3 to 1. It's like
Hmm.
less numbers.
Yeah, and also a
So
lot of knights from Trund Raider are pretty weak.
yeah,
Like all Babuji again.
yeah.
This is very bad communication here. I have to say that. So if those crossbows would have been right next to those knights, they could have killed Trund Raider knights completely and also go back and
And
harass Rao.
Cyanide never like repaired his weak archery range,
Oh
and he
damn!
just lost it now to archers.
And also he doesn't have enough numbers right now to deal
Mhm.
with this Britain push. If you look at Britain's pace, see, this guy is on 2 town centers, three ranges, and he's
He's on 3 town centers actually.
3 town centers, and he's complete. Oh, I see only 2 town centers. Okay, yeah, 3 town centers, and he's completely going all in castle. Cyanide has a mangonel. If he fails to get a good shot with that mangonel, there's no way he's gonna stop that push from Morpheus, especially if he stops attacking those walls.
But Britons can always outrange Mangonel, so let's
Yeah, they
see what.
can. But if you have like some sort of meat shield in the front, it'll be slightly difficult. Oh, he sort of connects, but not. That's still not a great connection there. Oh, and another one, he kills some. He's getting the trade, but not good amount of
Mhm.
one. Oh, and another shot. Like each shot, he just kills one or two, not more than that. Seems like
Just
that's
give
like.
up, man. Just fall
And
back. Ask your
oh,
pocket
finally
to
he
kill.
lands one.
Oh man. Just ask your pocket to kill snipe
Yeah,
that
and
Mangonel for you,
look
man.
at the pocket knight position. They're like sort of attacking the house instead of like giving that extra tanky, the extra thing to tank the fire from archers.
Hmm.
So villagers again, Thala at 80, Trund Raider at 77, Cyanide at 63, Babuji at 51. Rao the Ruthless is still sort of struggling, but he somehow managed to get back to 41 wills.
Look at Sartala's TCs, man. Extra
Yeah,
TC.
this thesis I don't understand. Like, if he needs to work on something, that's like better team coordination and 3C placement.
Hmm.
So the rest are fine. His build orders are fine. Everything is fine. It's just yeah, better team coordination and TC placements.
So either make that third TC on that gold main gold, or the one on like his main stone and gold and woodline. So like
Yeah.
that TC
So
would
he
have
could he
provided
could
him
have
with three resources.
just deleted that one house and two palisade walls. He could have gone town. He could have built a town center there, which protects the second
Mhm.
gold, stone, and the wood. Or he could have just gone for that second town center on the main gold, which protects wood and gold again. So yeah, slightly bad TC placement there. But on the other side, okay, Rao the Ruthless is going for a castle. So that
Cyanide has 2 mangonels. Let's.
and let's see if he's gonna get any sort of thing. But Morpheus is doing pretty good job here holding off the knights. But the knights are doing the job finally, what they are supposed to do, either tank and kill mangonels, and that's what he's doing at the moment.
So Raider is doing a good job, like defending his flank just so that he could get back into the game. But he's like by doing that, uh, Morpheus is getting like doubled
Yeah,
with
all the
some
time.
knights, and yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but he's providing all the support to Red Ralph the Ruthless so that he can get back into the game and they'll have a chance to like bounce back. Right now they,
Mhm.
if you look at the scores, other than Front Raider, the team score doesn't look so great. But Masterplan's team score looks pretty solid. The will count you can see there, Varun. 76 for Cyanide, 100 for Sartala, Babuji 64, Rao 57, Front Raider at 90, Morpheus at 59.
So knights come in from yellow and they have +2 armor, so they can tank Arts of Fire now.
But
Let's see
Cyanide
if
here is
it
going full
changes it up.
aggressive, but now Trund Raider's army is here. He won't be able to do anything. He won't be able to kill these archers and also kill the knights. All he has to do is micro back and try to snipe one knight at a time, which he's not doing. Just bait one or two crossbows and use the rest of the crossbows and try to kill those knights. And also look at the coordination here again from Sartala and uh, Cyanide. He should have called those knights to tank or maybe fight the knights that are already there. Just with stuff like this, he does he have ballistics? I don't think so. No
Doesn't look
ballistics.
like.
Yeah, the arrow fire doesn't look like yeah he has ballistics.
Cyanide doesn't even have a university yet.
Oh no! If you're
Say,
going archers,
uh,
ballistics is the most important
make
thing other than
make
your third town center.
university before 30C.
Yep. Oh, he has university. Let me quickly check and see if he
Oh
has it.
yeah, he has. Yeah,
Let me
I'm
quickly
just
see that.
blind.
Yeah.
Sorry. 35 knights from Sartala and
Yeah. Anyway,
those
no
will
ballistics
be,
there.
yeah, like, but those knight number is like really good
Yeah,
for,
but
and he is imp, so he can just make them
yeah,
cavalier
both the
and just.
players are imp, Trund Raider and also Sartala. But if you look at the monastery from Lithuanians, he doesn't have any relics in the monastery. So he needs like at least one or two relics. Minimum is like two, but if you can get one relic, your knights are gonna be like pretty OP.
No, it's like it evens out the Frank's extra HP if you have one relic.
Yeah. And Trund Raider is sort of like trying to defend Rao the Ruthless here, but all the knights from Sartala are just waiting for Cyanide to catch up.
Cyanide is again like
Yeah.
much late to next stage than his
It's
flank.
42 minutes, and yeah, I think yeah, Cyanide is not slightly behind, way behind there.
Yeah,
So you need.
but those cavaliers can do enough.
Oh yeah, yeah, Cavaliers. The problem right now is I think Sartala he should not engage right now because there are like some sort of choke points here. So the place where he's building the castle, that would be a disaster for Tala if he gets into that place. Instead of that, what he should be doing is just get into pocket space and make sure that you engage your pockets knights. And the castle went up, and now they started fighting right next to the. Oh man, no, this
They
is not
just
looking
waited for castle to get
go up. Yeah, if you
go
would
up.
have at least engaged slightly earlier, maybe he could have denied the castle.
I
But
mean, they didn't wanted a like unfair fight
unfair fight.
because like Heaven doesn't have his
Oh no,
pockets.
these things has to stop. Like we have seen this yesterday too. Players going for town centers. No, go for the will. Spread your military all across the map. Just don't go for the town centers, especially if you know he has military around. These many crossbows. Even if you lose one or two knights, it's not gonna matter. But if you kill 10 to 15 wills and you leave the town center, that still counts a lot. Like idling economy, idling villagers, killing villagers, and not losing military there.
And Rao the Ruthless is like faster to imp than
Babuji,
Babuji
yeah, like with
again.
Babuji, like we sort of expect this, right? So either I go all in feudal or all in castle. If you ask me to go to imp, I'll take time. No, I'm just kidding. So Babuji,
Babuji getting
no, no,
on.
he is one of my oldest friends, so I can say that. So I usually keep discussing these things with Babuji, and yeah, somehow he forgets to focus on certain things. But now the final fight is here. Paladins from both the players. Extra attack on finally on these knights, and Cyanide should
But
be focusing on the knights here, not.
Lithuanian guy doesn't have blast furnace.
They don't. It's
Yeah, he
absolute
have like one relic but
disaster.
doesn't have blast furnace.
The fight here is absolute disaster for Cyanide. He's losing all the numbers, and Sartala lost almost all of his military. Oh god, and oh
Cyanide
no,
doing same mistake twice.
engaging
And
with.
Sartala is in
Yeah, this is
Raiders
yeah,
Eco.
this is right. Like what I was saying earlier, he should have directly gone to pocket. Like flanks are doing good. Like why you have to worry about the flanks? Just go to pocket, deny everything there. Kill some villagers, kill some town center. Like killing the town
And
center
a
is still not.
monk is making those reinforcements so slow.
Oh
Just
man.
because he has selected a monk.
Oh god, no! Monk disaster here for Trun Raider. Oh man, those knights, they moved like tortoise there. They're supposed to run like
They
anything.
were just
They, yeah.
parading, man.
Oh god, but that's oh yeah, I mean, keen eye there, very sharp.
And Cyanide doing the same mistake twice, like losing all his mass just before he
Yeah,
hit next
like
stage.
he has the castle. No, knights help you out. Like you're already in Imperial Age. Sorry. Like just fall back slightly behind. Get the upgrades. You're Mayans. You can even go skirms here. Skirms and harps. You don't have to worry about anything. Skirms counter even Britain archer arbalest, and you just like add harps so that you can also counter those knights. Simple, and
And
get the
because he has
rams.
Vietnamese ally, he can even make Imperial scums.
Oh yes, yeah, Imperial skirms are terrific. If you can
They
get
are
to the
just
numbers,
nightmare
yes.
for. It's just like Huskarl's
Yeah,
nightmare
and
for
in the
Britons.
middle, Trun Raider is losing a lot of military to the Frank player, so he's gonna lose all the military. And I don't know why he's running back again. Like bad decisions. Why where he can kill, he's running back, and
And
where you are not
Sartala
supposed to
stopped
kill, there you
produce.
engage.
Look at the idols Sartala has. 19 villages idle on gold. Those are like taking gold, but they just ran out of gold now.
Yeah.
They
Oh
idle.
damn. Yeah. So finally, full upgrades for both Mayan and Britain player. And Babuji finally somehow he reached him, but Rao the Ruthless reached Imperial faster than him, and he has more villages than Babuji. Oh, Babuji. Oh man. I don't know what to say, but yeah, I mean, at least Mastaplan was never harassed, and I said that I jinxed them, and Rao the Ruthless is gonna enter into Babuji's base with his
And
paladins.
Yellow is trying to run into Babuji's eco, but
Yeah.
I would prefer to go into Green's eco instead of
Yeah.
Babuji's.
Oh, Babuji tried to do some quick walls against a broken wall.
His
uh,
fingers doesn't work that fast, man. He's getting
yep.
old.
The other side, yeah, Rao the Ruthless losing his military again, and Sartala is just gonna run back and defend Babuji. And still, not big commitments or big fights happening here. Like they're not engaging.
I honestly think like Cyanide should just switch into Eagles because he can't like
Yeah,
fight
like Eagle
against
switch.
Britain armor.
Either
Britain
go
armor.
Eagles or go Rams. That's all you have to do. Go Eagles or go Rams. End of Britons.
Hmm. Like you
And
can't take head-to-head fights against Britain
yeah.
arbalest with your own arbalest
Like I
unless
don't
you are
understand this
making.
obsession versus town centers. All the games they just get knights, paladins, or like heavy camels or imperial camels. They just go to town centers, but that doesn't work out in the late game, right? So you'll
While
have
like,
enough resources. You can just build one extra town center. So that's not gonna be a big.
just look at north of the map.
Uh, Oh god. Oh no. Oh, what is this trade? What is the trade? At least they are having a trade, but the other team they don't even have that. They're not even planning. Okay, at least here Ralph the Ruthless is making those markets in at least.
Yeah, that are correct
Yeah,
actually.
but
Like
not to the edge of the map, but like at least something better than
at
this.
least your trade won't bump into like each
Yeah.
other.
Oh god, guys, will trade to the edge of
Babuji
the
is
map.
showing his experience as well. Like he has
Yes,
perfect
perfect
markets.
markets. Yeah, 5 markets, not one though.
Experience Babuji.
Yeah. And still a lot of army from Tala and Cyanide just like camping right in front of that. And Tala is just trying to clear off those paladins which are trying to get into Cyanide space. But right now, Rav the Ruthless is trying to get into Babuji's space, but without some sort of half composition added to this, he would be never able to succeed with that push. And also Vietnam is having that extra
Hmm.
20% health on those Herbalast. He can easily fight versus Kerms and he doesn't have to worry about anything. But still, he's running back.
Hmm. Rao is
And
missing chemistry as well. Like no flaming scums.
oh god, like so many mistakes from both the teams. I hope they watch this and learn. So, like, if you can point out a couple of things from both the teams, what do you have to say then, Nitro?
Uh, I would say make your town centers on resources instead of making them on one screen. Like just spread out your eco.
And
And
Babaji is like some sort of successful on that, but the problem is commitment and will production.
yeah,
He stops at 90. It's the same Babaji that I have seen like 3 years earlier.
and open that like Pocket has stopped in like making wheels as well. Sartala.
Yeah, and there you go. Haven calls GG, but I mean, what a close game.
Hmm.
If
It was just like
Haven,
it wasn't that close, but like Masterplan made it close. They just
yeah,
gave opponent time to get back into the game.
Masterplan had all the opportunities to finish off the game pretty early, but still they sort of dragged it. But then like scores of like sort of getting very close, where like even Rav the Ruthless, he sort of completely recovered and he has like 120, 130 wills, which is like
Hmm.
5 to 10% more than what Babuji has. Uh, the only thing is like his composition wasn't so good, of the Ruthless composition. And if
Hmm.
Trund Raiders Paladins would have accompanied that army, that would have been GG for Babuji. And the same goes for Cyanide. He lost his complete mass twice. He
He like
he has
he lost
seen.
everything, and then Yellow decided to go to Rauda Ruthless because he was dying.
Mhm.
So, what they should have done, like they should have let Rauda Ruthless to deal with it and just kill Cyanides to just like trade flank for flank.
Yep. And Babuji, okay, he did boss upgrade. Like he, just like high gravity. Yeah, he did this time somehow. But yeah, I mean, Cyanide had that potential to kill uh, Morpheus early in the
Die.
game, but yeah, he sort of threw those men at arms to town center, and then he
Hmm.
had more archers earlier. But the fight, he was not just focusing on the military and like slightly over micro there.
Hmm.
And then again, he threw his army when he saw his opponent is in castle. He's still committed with the fight.
And again, same thing in Imp as well.
hmm But I mean,
He was
Trund
about
Raider,
to hit him.
yeah, Trund Raider played really good. He
Yeah.
did support both the pockets. It's just, I mean, both the flanks. It's just the flanks were not able to capitalize on it. It's just basically the unit composition what they were going for.
Hmm.
And Master Plan, like still the team coordination is not that great, but they have come really so far, and so did Haven. They both the teams they improved really so far, and let's see what they're gonna do in next game. Let's have a quick look at the stats before we get into the next game. Society Front Raider 127, Rav the Ruthless at 125, and our lovely Babuji at 100. Morpheus at 69, so we have a competitor here for Babuji. But yeah, uh, really good game. Military again goes to Babuji, who usually just goes like all in military and no boom. If he loses that military, and that's done.
And Dranzer is saying that who was the pocket? Raider. Raider didn't had bloodlines whole castle age.
Oh, I see how that I did not notice. Maybe I
Yeah,
just
missed
missed
it
it. Yeah.
completely.
So I mean that's really a nice game. So just give me a second, Nitro. I'll be back. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
You can talk to the chat.
Okay. He just had like one relic, and that was like really late in imp. He collected one relic. Red didn't had that much military, I think. He was the like basically those was just comes like mass comes and they would, and especially when they you have like Vietnamese comes aren't that effective because you can always go for imp scums that can counter other scums and archers. Yeah, the main reason was like, so the thing was that Master Plan went for feudal aggression, but uh, for Heaven, their pocket went for fast castle into knights. So Rao the Ruthless completely died in early castle because he didn't had much support from his pocket. Tala never produced knights in Castle Age. He just like boomed, had like 7 to 8 knights in Castle Age, and then just went imp and started spamming knights towards.
So all right, I'm back. Uh,
Not like, yeah, he had knights, but they were like 7 to 8 in total.
Arabia is open arena. That I think that's ASCII's code. When you are open, you make more military, and when you are closed, you make slightly less military, but like still sort of try to get map control. But yeah, let's go to.
Wilding, check your Discord overlay, by the
Oh,
way.
is it? How do I how do I fix that? How do we do that?
I don't know,
Uh,
man.
I'll
Pro streamer,
pro
guys.
streamer, yeah. So I'll try to fix it after the game. uh, all right, so let's get into game number two, which is basically home map for Team Haven, and let's see what they're gonna do on their home map, and see if they are gonna get back and get proper revenge on their home map, or if they're gonna just like give another win to Mastaplan. You ready, Nitro? Just let me know when you're ready because I'm ready.
How many seconds have you paused on?
So I'm post that 3 seconds.
Okay, start. 3, 2, 1, start.
Okay, so Game number 2, guys. This is not Sukutra. This is not like a normal map. So very close to your opponents, and yeah, a lot of crazy things you can do. Let's see.
And
And this is Haven's home map. And let's see what these strats are gonna be. So quickly going through the players on the map. So we have Sarthala this time playing as Pocket again, as Magyars. And to the bottom of him we have Babuji playing in blue as Aztecs, and the other pocket on top we have Bevin Gilson playing in teal as Koreans. Oh god, it's gonna be a trash. So Koreans, Magyars, and Aztecs for uh, Team Mastaplan. So pretty
Mhm.
aggressive civilizations there. So Magyars, Aztecs, and also Koreans. Let's see what the other team has.
and like boars are really close to opponent as well, so they can just easily lame it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not so Socotra, so you start with two boars instead of one in like you start with one in original one.
Yep. So let's see what the other team picked.
So in the pink, we have Morpheus playing as Mongols. Amazing civilization for this map because there's a lot of hunt, and the hunt is like really close to your town center. So you just need like one or two pushes to just get them under your TC.
Yep.
And his pocket is Trun Raider. He's playing in yellow as Teutons. Um,
It's still fine, I
I would
think.
say like still fine, yeah, and that's cheap farms and the stronger knights can still like change the game.
Mm-hmm.
And the other flank is Byzantines, Nick D
Nick
playing as
HD.
Byzantines in red.
Mm-hmm.
Byzantines is an interesting choice.
Oh, I would say, I mean, this is okay because Byzantines, if you get to cataphracts, they can counter Aztecs. Even though
Yeah, but like
Aztecs infantry is
Aztec
pretty good.
still has those arbal assets, no?
Yeah,
So
they have.
Cataphracts doesn't counter arbal
It
assets.
doesn't. But still, if you wanna like go like full trash, full archers, Byzantines can counter that.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if you wanna like throw infantry at me, cataphracts counter that. So yeah, Byzantines is like both the civilizations here, like Aztecs and Byzantines. But Aztecs get that slight advantage early in the game. But if the game goes super late, if Byzantines get to the cataphracts and like all in full trash, it's gonna be very difficult to push Byzantines. And also, having that cheap uptimes for for Imperial Age is gonna
Yeah.
be pretty awesome for them. They can get to
Mm-hmm.
him faster. They can get to the military composition faster, and they can do all sort of like crazy stuff if they decide to go for that. And
And on this map, like if you wall up to wood lines, there still can be a hole by which like units can just pass through the these holes in the wood line and get into your base. So you
yeah,
never know,
you never know where there
especially
is a
when
hole.
especially when you see these trees, you just expect that there's a hole in your base.
Mm. So I mean,
These trees are just trash,
so
man.
it doesn't necessarily has to be a fast imp. You can, but with Byzantines, you can do all
Yeah,
sort of
you have that
crazy
option.
shit. Yeah, you can do a lot of things. You can go like even like 5 6 minute down. You can just go like basically god spam, but with
With
just trash.
full trash spam.
Yeah. Hey, Zayed, thanks a lot for the follow, man. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I was slightly away for a couple of minutes and I didn't see the follow. Thank you. Thanks for the follow. And the lures are not very good here for Nick HD. Babuji. Okay. Yeah. I'm like we don't have to worry about Babuji's build order. The only thing that we have to worry about Babuji is like his execution after feudal age. So he will stop making villages at some point. So that's why Babuji is called our doubt. He doesn't listen, so he just goes. He just feels the game. Do I need more villages? I don't need. He doesn't need more than 80 villages. And he's luring the deer. No. Okay, he made a mill. Like, why struggle so much, man? These are all like, dodge strategies. If you see it, like,
Bro, they're
why
literally
lure?
under your TC and you
Yeah.
need a mill for that.
Like, he doesn't care about economy upgrades. He doesn't care about anything. All he cares is just military. I can
And
make only
look
military.
at Babuji's mining camp. He could have made that mining camp on the other side and
No,
would
no,
have
no.
like
This side, like, this is basically protecting couple of tiles. We don't worry about, like, me getting rushed, because I won't be getting rushed. I will be putting all pressure.
it's
So
all
yeah,
about
it's
positions.
all
It's all
about,
about
yes. It's
how
all about
many tiles
harassing your
can I
opponent
get.
and not getting pressured. So yeah, that's Babuji for you guys if you don't know. Okay, all right. So
Bavin Jelson has 4 militia drush.
yep. So for militia, but if okay, but that rush, why rush though? You
You could
see,
have.
your
I
opponent is
think he's
already in
going
feudal,
for.
and he
Okay, never
added
mind. He's
extra
not in
militia.
stone. Hmm.
Like, uh, yeah, some
Like
few things. He could have at least gone for men at arms. The drush, like at least it drush should have been earlier. This is like too late for a drush.
like when I saw he's making militia, I thought he would be going for like man at
Men at
arms
arms.
tower
I see.
because towers with Koreans are like
Yeah,
really common,
yeah. With that
especially.
amount of men at arms, especially if you would have gone for men at arms and towers, that would have been very successful for him. Because the maps are
Hmm.
pretty close, you don't have to worry. You just have to go for team wall, which they are trying to sort of do it. And Babuji, look at that! Finally, he secured the gold. And like, dude, I'm gonna play with my team.
More
I'm not
ties
fucking
for me.
around.
More ties for me.
Yeah, don't mess with me. I'm not fucking around. I'm gonna give full support to my team. And look at that Bevin's micro here. He's just making sure that those scouts doesn't get into his base, or maybe disturb the villagers who are walling. So
Hmm.
he's just trying to put as much as pressure he can, and microing his best to get rid of those extra scouts, which is actually pushing Morpheus to make more and more scouts. It's not really that much of worth it, if you ask me. All he should have like one range, and that's end of those men at arms, and also you can go on forward and do like any sort of aggression there. They, okay, one thing that I see here from Babuji is like either commit or overcommit. He's using 6 villages to wall off the.
I just realized there's no stone
There's
on
no
this
stone.
map.
Yeah, sell what you have or buy and make one or
Yeah,
two towers. That's
then it
that's
makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like why play meta, right? Just
yeah. I
improvise.
he can like still go to like Castle Age and then make guard towers.
Yeah, like see, you start off with 20 stone, na? 20 or 30 stone. Just make a market, get just buy one, yeah, in like one bunch of stone thing from the market. You don't have
Hmm.
to make ton of towers, just one or two towers, that's it.
Just one tower on
Yep,
Woodline would have been like enough.
simple.
Oh, there's a hole.
Oh,
Oh,
there's always a
Sat
hole.
Sartala almost went in and he just came out. Oh my god.
Oh, and Babaji is gonna lose all the archers, and even Morpheus has 3 scouts just
See,
laying
India,
around there.
this is what I was saying to you. Like,
Hmm.
there's always a possibility of a hole in this map.
Yep. Like, anyway, the opposite team is not going for a team wall,
Hmm.
so they don't have to worry. But
Yeah.
seems like even Mastaplan, even though they did not pick this as their home map, They sort of seems like they practiced on this map. Otherwise, that team wall would have been very difficult if you're just playing it for the first time.
Oh my god, such a disaster in Yellow's woodline.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's sending back his scouts to deal with it. He's losing
Oh, he
villages
can
as
just
well.
use all those wills to kill those three scouts. It's not that big deal instead of bringing all the scouts back
I mean,
from.
he's like half of those villages are downhill, so scouts are getting those extra attack onto
Oh
the
god.
villages as well.
Yep. But yeah, um, pretty good there by Sartala just like giving his team slightly extra time.
Mm-hmm.
And also he's using one villager to find out all the choke points and trying to all of those positions too in the dense forest. Weird forest, I would say.
Yeah.
So, like, let's have a look at the military. 14 for Babuji, the highest military count in both the teams. Babuji doesn't care about wills. He only cares about military.
Mm-hmm.
But seems like this game somehow he did even care about the wills. So he has 31 wills. Um
I
Sun
can't say
Raider.
villages because my DE got bugged.
Hmm. But yeah,
And Red is just going for full trash. She's making skirmishes and
yeah,
spearments.
the advantage of Byzantines, right? Like you can just
Mhm.
go full trash and still like get to Imperial and other ages faster, still drop like more town centers and get to next age faster than anyone else.
And Morpheus just lost 4 villages on his gold 5.
Oh god, he's gonna lose even more on the wood
And
line.
he hasn't even closed that gap on woodline as well.
Oh no.
I mean, if Sartala like, oh, there's a hole. Never mind. Never mind.
So he's making a lumber camp, new one, in the middle of the forest, and that's not gonna work out for him. If Bevin micros it properly, he can kill both the wills here, I think, which is what he's gonna do. But nope,
Mm.
one will is gonna survive. Nope. Okay. At the same time, Bevin is
Babuji
getting
is just chilling
raided
in his
by
base.
Babuji. Is it? Oh, okay.
He's
It's
just massing up
yeah.
military.
It's just like having the China wall and then like defending your base. Like you come to me, I'm not gonna come to you. You come to me and then we'll see. But at the same time, Bevin is getting harassed by those scouts from Trund Raider. His complete military is trying to harass his opponent. But I would say Morpheus as flank going for scouts all in aggression, it would have worked if he would have gone there and did some sort of damage, but he didn't do that.
Hmm. He just
So
completely wasted that early Mongol
yeah.
pressure thingy.
Hmm.
Like you have Hunt under your TC,
Hmm.
you have Mongols.
Yeah.
They are like really aggressive, and people are like really close. He could have even lamed a bow from
Yeah, and
like
your voice is breaking.
completely. Man, people.
And like even if you look at the military counts right now, like Babuji at 26 military, and he's just like continuously dancing right in front of the gate and waiting for Nick HD to show up with his army. So yeah, that's our Babuji. Usual Babuji. If anything other than this, yeah, we would be surprised. And I'm already surprised with the will count because he's
And
not.
there's the big like he's just patrolling there. Like there's a two big hills in
Yeah,
front
yeah.
of them.
Yeah, see, it's not about the hills, it's about the military count. As long as you have more numbers, military doesn't, hills doesn't matter. We can kill
Oh my.
anything. So that's the stake here, what we are
So
talking.
Red went for Pikemans
Instead
before
of
Elites comes,
elites comes, yeah, that's a big
and he
mistake.
knew that his flank is going
Full
archers.
archers, yeah. That's a big mistake by Nick
Yeah.
HD. He has the
Hmm.
lead, he has more villages than Babuji. Just one villager, but military wise, he has a military which can counter no upgrades. Wait, let me quickly check. Yeah, he still doesn't have +2, but Boboji has almost everything that sort of maxes out. Again, Babuji. So Babuji is the first one to call in both the games. Like, dude, come and help me out. So Tala was there in the previous game, and even this game, he's just here and camping with those like one or few nights that he's making. But Trund Raider playing pretty amazing in both the games as Pocket.
Mhm.
Is getting more military numbers. He's trying to do harassment wherever he can. I think it's just the team execution, where to be when and what to do when.
Mhm.
So that's what is lacking in Haven. And oh my god, Morpheus going for cavalry archers. Oh god.
I mean, cavalry archers could be
Yeah,
decent.
but the problem here is there are gonna be ton of archers here. Like he won't even able to get into their base to do any sort of damage. They have the mobility, I agree. But
Mhm.
this is like very closed map. You can't just enter into any base without going through a town center or maybe through army. So if all the cavalry archers goes through, let's say, crossbows here at Bevin Gelson's base, and if the knights are there, and then that's basically GG right there.
Mhm.
Not for him, but for the team. If one guy loses army, it's basically the team losing the game.
Yeah,
It doesn't
because
matter
that guy's
one
gonna get
person, yeah,
pushed
remains
from one
alive.
planet.
Yeah, and the knights are already here to support for Bevin Gilson, and also there are archers, and he's getting into a trapped position. Oh, okay, luckily there's a hole. He gets out of that.
And
Uh,
Babuji just cleaned up Red's military with the help of Sartala.
was expected, and again, so I mean, Babuji has more military most of the times, but the problem is when to move out and when to take fights.
Hmm.
So even the previous game, when you have seen those like couple of mangonels and stuff like that, Babuji moved forward, but he lost his mangonels, and he never made those mangonels again, like till Imperial Age.
It's typical of
Yeah,
Babuji.
all he has to do is talk to the team, get those knight support. If you don't have the support, don't take things forward that you cannot control.
And he just got scared of two skirmishes and
Yeah.
just fall,
And
like
call
fall
the
back.
complete army from Sir. I don't think so. That was the call there. I think he would have genuinely called Sartala, like, okay, let's go and push this guy. But it's just the army was not in position.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, hey, gravity, you are right. The main thing is balls. And look at this now. All the cav archers are gonna get wrecked here. No matter how hard you micro, if you're not running out of like from the side of crossbows, you will never be able to survive. And Morpheus just lost his half military count there. And if you look at the wills, Morpheus has still 24 wills.
I can't look at it, but by the way, because my
Yeah,
game is
villages
bugged.
you can look at, right?
No, 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 it's bugged for me.
Yeah,
It just
20,
stuck
just
like,
24 wills.
oh.
And cav archers without numbers, without bloodlines, without husbandry, without thumbring.
And Red's lumber camp is like really good as well, very efficient.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, other than that, everything is fine. But now Sartala is already inside Nick HT space and causing a lot of trouble there, a lot of military from Sartala. And Babuji somehow miraculously takes the score lead. So this time by killing. Oh, he survived the mangonel shot and he
Micro
microed.
god,
Oh god.
micro
So
god.
yeah, doubt confirmed. Our doubt. Oh yeah, you Nitro, can you turn off the view lock on your game? If you turn off the view lock, then you can have the.
I can't click anything. I had to just like scroll all the way over to like look at anything. I
Uh,
can't even click on mini map to just like teleport me
it's
over.
probably game is bugged right now. And there you go. Team Haven calls it one more time, and that brings the score to 2-0. And let's see if it's gonna be a comeback from Haven. Amazing game by both the teams. They defended, and I think the team coordination by Haven is slightly off here, and also the strategy. Anyway, this is not their home map. The next one is gonna
Hmm.
be. Oh no, this is their home map.
This was their home map,
Yeah,
yeah.
this was their home map, and next one is gonna be uh, Mastaplan's home map. And like if they can beat their opponents on their home map, and like if we look at the strats here, so being Haven's home map, they were not team walled. They were like slightly off with the army positioning, and also like
Hmm.
when to take fights and not to. That's like sort of team coordination. But the main thing is like master plan. They walled team walled from the beginning.
Yeah.
So no delays there, and the military wise also sort of like had a clear plan what to do. The only problem with master plan was 100% team coordination. But yeah,
Yeah.
uh, it sort of worked out because I I think it's player independent strong skills from all three. And the same thing happened in the previous game too, even though they kept losing army. I think independently they were slightly stronger than Haven, but Haven as a team, they played pretty good so far, at least in these two games.
Okay, just give me a second. I'll just restart the
Hmm.
game
Yeah,
and
yeah,
get some
just
water
restart
as
the
well.
game. Yeah. So yeah, let me quickly update the scores and let's have a quick look at the stats as well. Can you buy stone on this map? Varun, I haven't tried that. You can. I think you can. So society-wise, Sarthala with maximum number of L's, military goes to Babuji as always. Yeah, pretty aggressive player, but yeah, somehow he is also making wills. And economy goes to Sarthala. Yeah, being a pocket, we can expect that. There is stone in the forest? I don't think so. Return to the map. There is no stone anywhere. I don't see it. Oh, yo, oh, yeah, yeah, there is stone. Chop all the wood and sell it. Chop all the wood and sell. Ah, I know, Indian. Just like, confirming.
Okay, I'm back.
You're back. That's cool. So, yeah, let's quickly get into game number 3 and see what's gonna happen there in number 3. So, this is basically home map for Team Masterplan, and I want to see what they're gonna do on their home map. So yesterday, FTN versus IG,
I.
they were in similar sort of situation, right? And
Hmm.
FTN sort of had a comeback from this game number 3. Let's see if Haven is gonna succeed in that and push Masterplan back and get into the full complete series, or maybe to the finals of SDC. So you never know, anything can happen.
Hmm.
So yeah, let me know whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'm
Uh,
ready.
you ready? Okay, all right, let's go. I'm at 4 seconds. You?
Four as well.
Okay, now okay. All right, let me quickly go and introduce master plan. So we have Babuji here again, playing in Teal as Portuguese and Cyanide as Pocket this time, playing as Vikings. Viking Pocket. Okay, interesting, but I know why. Japanese as another flank. We have Bevin Gelson playing in blue. So that's basically team for Mastaplan. So Japanese, Vikings, and Portuguese for Team Masterplan. And let's see about the other opposite team.
For Heaven in the pink, Nicky D is playing as Cumans.
Oh, by the way, that's not Nick D, it's Nick HD.
No, it's Nick HDY.
Nick HDY. Oh yeah, you can. Oh yeah, we can say that. Nick HDY. Yeah, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
And his pocket is yellow. Is playing as Persians, and his name is Morpheus. And they have like changed their pocket. I don't know why. Like their pocket was playing out of his
Yeah,
mind actually.
your pocket was
And
really
on
good.
the other flank is Rao the Ruthless playing as Saracens in red.
So yeah,
So
Saracens versus Portuguese, but this is Highlands. All you have to do is just wall off that dam area in the middle and control the
hmm,
water.
yep.
So yeah, you'll be fine after that. Same goes for both the teams. So yeah, I don't. But Saracens, they can do ton of weird and crazy things.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting versus Portuguese and Saracens to see if they're gonna go on water, sell everything for Saracens, and
Hmm.
sort of wreck your opponents. Well, anyway, let's just wait and see. And I think
I mean, it's
Vikings
like
here
really.
being a pocket,
Hmm.
I think is definitely gonna be like a water control sort of thing, where pocket just goes fast castle and get
Yeah.
those longbows, not longbows.
I mean,
What
like,
are
Heaven is playing actually like really smart. You can just wall off and boom. So you have Cumans for boom. You have Saracens. Those archers can like easily destroy buildings,
Yep.
and they have like faster attacking galleons. Correct me if I'm wrong.
And Nick HD is already sending a villager forward. Oh god, where is he gonna plan? Where is he planning to wall? Okay, he is planning to wall on the opposite side. Man, this guy got some balls. I like
He
it. I
can like
like it.
easily sneak in
Yeah,
his villages.
and look at Bevin. It's like I don't know if he's trolling or anything. It's like, dude, you want a wall? I'm just gonna build a dock. Okay, he's finally using his villager to get rid of the scout first. Probably villager now. Probably scout again, and he's gonna lose the scout in process, and he's gonna lose the
And
villager.
there's loot.
He can actually
Oh,
kill a villager too now. Oh man, that's actually good
yeah,
stuff
like
there.
I'm surprised that he got a scout from uh, Bhavin as well. Like he had loom, Bhavin had loom, but Nikiti doesn't have loom, and he still lost his scout. And
Oh damn! He should have lost both. If Bevin would have microed it properly, he could have
mhm, he
easily.
shouldn't even have lost his scout.
Yep.
That's like really bad.
Yeah, true. But on the other side, yeah, Babuji walled that area pretty comfortably, and yeah, all the players, almost all except for the pocket, everyone's going for a dog, which makes sense from both the teams. Pocket's going for um, direct fast castle and try to sort of wall in the middle.
And there's still like middle part is still open.
It's
There are
open,
like
yeah.
three choke points instead of two,
hmm
usual two.
So, two fishing ships already for Rao and Babuji. Oh yeah, okay, we don't have to expect anything from Babuji. He doesn't care. So, just kidding. So yeah, and Nick HD is going forward with still a loomless villager. Oh man, this Nick HD's got balls and one militia drush.
Haven't actually noticed it
Sorry.
because he haven't axed it yet. Like
Yeah,
he
yeah,
hasn't flared it.
yeah, yeah. True. It's like one militia that actually scared of Bevan, and the
I
other
think
will.
he's gonna run into that tiger.
Oh no!
Oh my
Getting
god,
self-wrecked is like no.
cheat, cheat.
That villager could have done so many wonderful things. She could have built.
Especially with that human boom, she could
Mhm.
have done
She
wonderful
she could
stuff.
have done her own civilization there.
Yeah.
It's like made it like whole different civilization.
Yeah,
Oh
my
man.
town. Make a town, second town center there, my town.
Oh yeah. And my civilization, and this is my land, and I let my what do you call those horses? Uh, like during that Ramayan sort of thing. You leave one horse, and wherever it goes, that land is mine.
I don't know.
Um, I forgot the name. And
Oh,
Rav the Ruthless is already landing. What the hell is happening here? Ah,
you're
it's Ashwamay. Yeah, you're right, Doji. Yes. And he deleted the top. What?
oh my god.
Man, this guy. It seems like Mohammed has not paid attention to that at all.
Oh my god.
What
Babuji should have
the?
an outpost there, man. You should realize that. He has an outpost there.
And he
Really to
has
you.
this
Oh my
guy.
god.
Oh god. I can't just stop laughing. He deleted
Sneak
his
100.
transport ship. He could have saved that villager. Bring him back.
He just wanted to be sneaky. He just wanted like if
Uh,
Babuji by any chance had seen that transport ship, he might have expected a landing.
but I mean, it's a good strat, but at the same time, it's stupid strat. Like, how can you save this will now?
Because maybe.
Like, firstly, Babuji doesn't care about wills. He doesn't care about will production. He
It's
doesn't
all about
care. The only thing he cares is military. And if he sees some shit like this, do you think he's gonna just leave it alone? Oh god. He's just gonna follow one villager who is like already half wrecked. Yeah. Anyway, he's just sending one man and a lady together so that they can start their sim somewhere. All part of the plan.
Big old master
And the
plan.
tiger again helping them out twice in a row. Uh,
Two back-to-back landing disasters for
yeah,
heaven.
exactly. And actually, two tigers now following that, and Babaji is just running back. Oh god, absolute disaster for Team Haven. Pretty big. What do you call Boo Boo there by Nick HD. No, sorry, Rao the Ruthless by deleting the transport ship. He could have saved that villager by bringing him back, but right now he's in a situation that he can't just do anything.
And he's losing all his fishing ships
Oh
as well.
yes, yeah, and the fire ships are already out. And Babuji is just like trying to get more and more vision by just building more houses and stuff all over the shoreline. And right now, Mastaplan, luckily, they are in really good team position right now when it comes to score and also wills. All thanks to those those tigers which help the team.
Hmm.
uh, and also like couple of bad decisions by Haven. I mean, the
I
intentions
don't
were,
know what Heaven is doing. Like their pocket isn't even going fast, Castle.
yeah, true.
And Cumans isn't adding second TC even though he has
I
resources
mean, the
for it.
strategy was good. It's just the execution was not so
Hmm.
great. Just losing wheels to like, yeah, deleting that transport ship and losing wheels there.
I mean, it was just like unlucky for Nick HDY.
Yeah, and also for Rao the Ruthless.
Nah, he just went on to Babuji's face, so
Oh yeah,
it's just
and also he deleted the
oh my god.
transport ship.
Look at
Yeah,
Babuji's dogs.
He's not giving up. He's like, okay, you wanna land here, land.
Why not make a dock on another fishes? Like
Nah.
there are a lot of fishes on the river still.
So, like, theoretically, fishing ships are rowed by people,
Hmm.
so they need to be fit.
Oh.
So, yeah. Like I said, Bapuji doesn't care about economy. As far as I know him, uh, yeah, he doesn't care about economy. All he wants is just military, military, military.
Long distance fishing. Let's go.
Oh yes. Why we stop it? And
Yeah.
okay, look at this. Nick HD going for a town, which is actually not a bad idea, but it's still bad because that's not gonna give you anything other than securing that tiny
Uh,
area where Bevin is
Maybe he just
fishing.
want to come back on water, just like make a dock over
Oh
there.
yeah, that's like sort
Without
of
easy
possible.
fire.
Yeah, but again, like you need a lot of time for that. Silent
Hmm.
said that like he's just screaming at Babuji. Let them go. There are like a couple of tigers there. I see why Babuji went back. He usually doesn't go. Makes sense, right? I was like surprised to see why he went back there. But yeah, makes sense why he went back now. But a lot of fire ships here for Bevin Gilson, and also a lot of walls behind the palisade walls and gate. Oh man, this
Harman just like completely gave up. I think like 20-minute second TC for humans.
like by 20 minutes you should be at like two town centers and in castle,
Hmm.
but not like click up to castle and
Even
then
the even Pocket is adding a second TC.
yeah, Pocket is in castle. He can add second town center. He can even add third town center. But the
I mean, he
problem here is
didn't
gonna
went
be
for
like
south
Viking boom, Viking getting that free extra free wheelbarrow and stuff. They're gonna be pretty strong, and also they
and
have like.
cyanide with a disaster town center as well.
Mhm. And look
Like,
at this.
mhm.
So this is what I think in the in yesterday's game was lacking, like patrolling the shores. So Babuji, if you look at his galleys, this guy
Mhm.
doesn't care about military. Sorry, doesn't care about wills, but all he wants is like military aggression and control. If you look at his galleys, they are patrolling the shores.
Like instead of patrolling like a small areas, he's
Yeah,
just like
it's just
patrolling all
yeah, true. It's like
from
okay,
dog to the corner.
hey, you don't want to patrol? Okay, I'm gonna patrol. I'll just make it cover all the map. I think that's what he's doing. But yeah, the other problem is Morpheus is already going for knights, which would be very uh, bad for the team because they know they are
Oh,
walled and they
Babin
have
has
auto.
some crossbows inside.
Sorry,
Babin has some crossbows inside Nick HD's base.
I didn't see. That's the... oh, and also he's building a forward siege workshop. So that's the thing, right? Like once you have water control, you can do all sort of things like this. And also Cyanide going for long boats, and he's just patrolling one area, not more than that. But Babuji, man, Babuji is fun to watch. He's like, okay, dude, bring it on. My army versus your army. I keep getting wrecked, but I don't care.
I mean, in late game, Mastaplan could struggle because they have no night save.
Yeah, and also the other problem here is like Bevin Gilson saw that there are knights coming here. Nick HD has camels. He can just go like one or two demolition rafts here. That's all he has to do. And they have anyway military control. And it's gonna be very difficult for them to pass this area. He could just place like two of those demo rafts here, like get a fast imp and keep patrolling the shorelines and make sure that your opponents are not getting into your base through
Hmm.
landing, and just get rid of whatever the military that crosses the what do you call the shallows.
I mean, Babuji has like enough crossbows. They should just start attacking the gate from Rao
And look at
and just
this.
get in.
Like Babuji, he's not just giving a chance, like even to land. He's just building houses all along the
Oh my
shoreline.
god.
Like, and this is what I used to do when I was a kid.
And
I make
and look
towers
at those
instead of
fishing
houses.
ships.
Yeah, I make
Two of
towers.
them are collecting shore fish when there's deep fish like just 3 tiles away.
No, see, stay healthy and stay fit. That's the motto.
Yeah, like he doesn't care about efficiency. It's just
That's
like
why.
if they're
That's
collecting
why
something, they are good.
it's master plan, and Babuji is the captain. Okay, was the captain. So, it's very hard to predict when you have players like this, right? When you don't know when they're gonna boom, you don't know when they're gonna do crazy stuff.
Oh, smart dog by Babuji now.
Smart
Actually,
dog. Okay, finally.
yeah, on two deep
Yeah.
fishes.
Okay, cyanide is also like sort of patrolling this area. So they basically have full water control. All they need is like couple of demos and make sure that the army doesn't get into their base. Let's like for
Mhm.
example, let's say if Nick HD's army and Morpheus's army combine together, if they attack the palisade gate there, it goes down instantly.
And why are they even adding camels? I
No
don't
idea.
understand.
This is not their home map, which is understandable why they're doing that.
I mean, they should think about like opponent doesn't have any good cavalry civ, so why are we even going camels? We should just stick with knights.
And oh my god, look at that Chinese boo boo. He's making ton of houses, thinking that like maybe it's in Arabia, and he's trying to wall off the trade area. So that's where the
Yep.
trade's gonna happen, and he's walling off, yeah, sort of that place.
Morpheus is no Nick HD is like really heavy on stone, so we might see Kipchaks
Mhm.
from Kimons.
So this trade area, Cyanide, if the game goes late, you may have to delete at least 4 or 5 houses here. Why build
Hmm.
houses here? If you know this is where your trade line is gonna be, and you don't have to protect this area to wall off like
Yeah.
this. You could just go on wall, maybe make houses somewhere here, here, anywhere on the map, not here. This is, yeah, just basically pre-planning.
Yeah, trade should be like always in a straight line just so that they could be more efficient.
Yup. What? Sanya is saying that they were going to use water for trade. Seriously, with all these forward castles, that trade would have been disaster.
Yeah, just
Never
one
ever
castle would
think
have
of
denied the
that.
whole
Yeah.
trade.
And again, this engagements here, like there are pike and stuff, which is fine. But the problem is like if they would have had one demolition raft, all this army would have been GG, and that castle would have
Mhm.
been denied. And right
Like,
now, the
even
castle
if
will go up.
either team had that demolition raft.
Again, it's all part of the master plan. Okay, yeah, yeah, I agree that if it's all part of master plan, yes.
Babuji pushing in with rams and archers.
Look at Bevin. Let's have a quick look at the economy. Bevin at 90, Cyanide at 89. Babuji, he doesn't care, like we said. He's at not even at 60. Opponent teams, Ralph the Ruthless, his opposite flank at 65. Morpheus at 89. Nick HT at 74. But look at the military. Babuji, 56 military.
Bench Babuji, man.
Bench Babuji, yeah. Like,
Getting
he
old.
doesn't care. He's like, I give a shit about bills, I give a shit about economy. All I want is military. Man, this
Oh,
guy.
he's just one TC.
Yeah, he doesn't care. Even if you tell him to, even if you shout at him, please add one more town center. He's like, अबे यार क्यों? So yeah, this is our like Indian doubt. Hmm.
I think that's like perfect.
Yeah, like if you look at the militaries, like
Mhm.
Babuji has like 2 times or 3 times more military than the complete Haven.
And he's even like Babuji is even taking a like he's just camping downhill,
Yeah.
letting yellow to attack from higher elevation.
Yeah. And like he's also debating those knights towards the town center so that he can just get rid of the knights. And the town center also goes down, man. This
And there
guy.
comes Gigi.
Oh no. Oh no.
That was quick.
Yeah, I mean it's 3-0 series out of best of 5. Haven played really good, but yeah, if you have someone like Babuji in a team, it's very hard to predict when they're gonna boom. But anyway, like at the last game, the team coordination has been much better in Mastaplan, and really tough luck there for Team Haven.
I
If
think
those
they just
sneaks,
called it early.
yeah, not early. I think there's no way for them to get back
Nah,
into the
like
game.
look at this. If you are 3-0, 2-0 down in a best of 5 series,
You should
and
try
you
hard.
see these saves from opponent, like they have no
Mm.
cavalry save. I would like prefer to go late imp,
Yeah, but the
just so
thing
that
is,
I
like
could have
Rav is
surprises.
already like sort of dead now. Like he just can't do anything. He may get rid of those archers, but yeah, like you said, maybe Babuji having no economy,
Mhm.
maybe it might work out. He doesn't. He has like few fishing ships, lot of
I
docks.
mean, they can just like try to give it a chance, like just go
Mm,
into that
yeah.
corner, just reboom, and yellow can try to hold his position.
Mm. Yeah, maybe it may have worked. He even had like more wills and stuff. But the only problem I see there is, I don't see a chance for them to get into the other land. The earlier sneak, if that would have worked out, not
Hmm.
getting wrecked to like those wolves and getting not deleting the transport ship and saving the whales. I think if those two whales would have snaked in, it would have been slightly difficult. Not slightly difficult, it would have been very difficult for Master Plan because they would
Hmm.
have no idea what's coming because they landed and they like sort of find in a like go to a corner and build the military buildings, right? So once you
Yep.
get like complete control over water, then all you do is like make sure that they won't land and you can land.
Hmm.
So
Like there was
that's
no landing
yeah
attempted by
opportunity, and it
Master
was not like yesterday's game. Now these guys they were even patrolling all along the shores and just making sure that they won't enter into your base at any point.
and they were like trying to sneak villages instead of military.
Yeah.
Like Husky was just
Oh yeah,
transporting paladins with
yeah.
transport.
Oh yeah, that was yeah very. But I
Instead,
mean
he could
still.
have done like transported like 10 paladins
Mm-hmm.
and 5 to 6 villages with them just
Yeah.
to like uh, protect them and make five to
Mm.
six tables. Just
So
start producing over
three
there
games Babuji with the maximum military,
and
and three
minimum
games
villages.
Babuji with the minimum villages. Oh, this time he matched with Rao the Ruthless, and economy always most of the times I think it went for Team Haven. So pretty strong
Mhm.
boomers is just those slight decisions. And
Yeah, decision.
kill death ratio again, Babuji. 54 to 31. Yeah, that sort of sucks. No, just
Babuji MVP, man.
no, Babuji's MVP, man. Yes, but yeah, amazing games. So that brings us to end of first and
Second,
second semi-finals. And tomorrow we're gonna have the finals, which is gonna be between Masterplan versus
Igniters.
Igniters Gaming. So that's gonna be live. So stay tuned. We will post the schedule for the live stream uh, by midnight today, or maybe early in the morning tomorrow. So it's definitely tomorrow evening, not later after 6 o'clock. It's gonna be around 6 or before 6 o'clock. So stay tuned. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me or Nitro. We are
Hmm.
more than happy to help you out, guys. And amazing performances so far. I have really seen teams improve in the SDC Cup, and we would love to keep this up and running all the time. And so mostly, like, we might be slightly difficult to do it every month because the first thing we thought we can do it every month, but it's likely taking a month and a half to finish
And
up.
it was just like 8 teams this time.
Yeah, 8 teams,
It
and next
took like
time we don't
a
know how
month
many teams are gonna join.
and weeks.
Yeah, and the next time, like, we can have a small discussion on Discord, and if you guys are okay allowing in other country people as well, yes, fine. If you wanna, like, play with, like, other
Internationally.
teams that you don't know, because our teams are like sort of fixed right now, maximum of, like, 10 to 12 teams, and some teams are not able to participate already. If you guys are okay with allowing other teams from different countries, we'll be more than happy to have it. And also, we'll see what we can do. Like, any sort of questions, feedback, feel free to ask us, and feel free to discuss. We are more than happy to listen and sort of try to work on it. So yeah, we would love your feedback, and let's try to work on these things together, and let's try to get these things up and running all the time. And Nitro and me, as admins, casters, and hosts. And also we have Cyanide, we have Dranzer, we have um, Bevin, who recently joined our casting team. Not Dranzer though. Dranzer has been streaming for quite some time. Um, yeah, Bevin and Cyanide joined recently, but I mean, it's been really good. And also we have BR, who joined the team. Oh, not BR. It's History Nerd, who joined the casting team, just casting but not streaming. It's really good to have so many streamers from the community. Let's keep it up and running, and let's find out all our mistakes, what we have done in this particular event. Let's try to correct those in the next event, and let's keep everything up and running. That's all I can say. If you have any questions, feedback, feel free to yeah, write them down, or, like, approach us on Discord. We are more than happy to hear that and rectify our mistakes from the next series. And thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks a lot, Nitro, for coming by.
Thank you
And
for having me.
oh man, anytime. So, so we gonna host someone if he's
There was a
online.
channel recommended by.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm looking at. Uh, yeah, we're gonna host a mutual friend of ours through Cyanide. So mostly I would say it's Cyanides, but yeah, as our community recommends, we do that. So whatever you say, we follow. All right, guys.
Same.
So that's the end of the stream, and thanks a lot for
Mhm.
everyone dropping by. It was a really fun stream, and see you guys soon tomorrow. Have a good night. GG. Bye. Thanks, Nitro.
Always.